What is going on, my beat buffs? Thank you guys for tuning in. So today, if you read the title, I will be going over what I believe are the top 5 most popular plugins. Keep in mind, this has been done a pretty good amount of times and you might see some repetitiveness. I'm sure you will, just because like the title says, it's the top 5 most popular VSTs, although it is my own opinion. So starting off at number 1, we have Fx Nexus 2, and if you've been making beats for a while, I'm more than positive you've heard of this VST. I guess I wouldn't really even call it a VST. I would call it more of a rompler. I'm not really sure how to say it, because you can't you can't really custom design any of the sounds in here. You more or less just kind of buy preset banks, and that's pretty much it. But this, I'll just call it VST, has been popular for so many years because the quality of the sounds, almost every sound you click on, is usable. Unlike a lot of other VSTs where I go through them and I'm like, okay, I can use 40 out of the 300 they gave me. I've pretty much used like every single sound in Nexus, so that's where they really shine at. And I would hope they would, since you do not have the option to custom create your sounds. I know some people are going to ask me where I got this skin from, because I know a lot of people have torrented this plugin. But when you buy the VST, they give you a whole bunch of skins, different ones and stuff. So it's pretty cool, definitely. Let's go back to the one I had, yeah. And then number 2, doesn't come to any surprise, I'm sure. Sylenth1. Sylenth is one of those plugins that I didn't really use for a very long time. I had it in my plugin folder and everything, but I don't know, I didn't really use it that much. But as I grew more as a producer, I really found out why it's such a popular plugin, because the sounds you can make with it, and just overall everything that comes with it is just really dope. And as well, if you guys are wondering where I got the skin from, just type in Lance. You can just type in Sylenth1 Lance and the skin should pop up. It'll be a little hard to find, but you'll find it. And yeah, this is just, you go to any producer's laptop, desktop, I guarantee they have this plugin, and if they don't have it, I'm sure they had it at one point. It's just one of those plugins you just don't not have. Number 3, Massive. This is also a no-brainer. This is like the dubstep's go-to, and occasionally trap producer. I've seen some people do R&B with it. I mean, VSTs are not really limited to one genre, but there are VSTs that shine brighter in certain areas versus other things, and Nexus is one of those where it really shines in dubstep and trap. And Massive is mostly dubstep, but it does shine in trap once in a while. I actually made a pretty cool preset bank with that. Definitely go check out my video I have on my channel if you haven't already, about the overview of that. I really had a lot of fun making that. But no, Massive is very dope and just a go-to, because what you can do with the basses is crazy. The sounds they offer are, I would say, different from a lot of VSTs, which is always a big thing. You always want to be able to have a different kind of sound, and that's why Massive is just such a popular plugin. I guarantee if you watch any popular dubstep producer, they're going to be making their beats with Massive or Sylenth1, and it's really in between. Number 4, I know this is a pretty old VST, and I feel like the past year or so people have stopped using it as much, but I still think Purity is one of the most popular VSTs out there. Every single producer's house I've either gone to or just talked to, I've seen them use Purity, and I know a lot of producers that use Purity. I won't say who, because I'm not sure they want people to know. You never know. But Purity is pretty dope because they offer a lot of sounds, as you can see here. And actually, Purity was used to create March Madness, produced by Tarantino of 808 Mafia, and the sound he used for that was like 3 Skywalkers, or is just one of the sounds in here. I can't remember which one exactly. But so yeah, I'll take back my remark that it was losing popularity. I think I just didn't hear people talk about it as much. But Purity is one of those things, again, where you're always going to see it in somebody's library, and it'll always be relevant one way or another. I wish they would update it, maybe come out with like a Purity 2, You know, something would be like that would be really dope. I think they could really come back and just do something crazy with that, because I'm pretty sure they stopped supporting Purity kind of in general. They don't even have a 64-bit version of it, which is kind of not upsetting, but you know, just one of those things. But I still use Purity to this day, and I think it's awesome. You know, it offers a lot of different sounds, and as well as you can make sounds in here. This looks a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's fairly simple. And last but not least, this isn't really a surprise as well. In the last year or so, Electra X has become one of the most popular plugins in my own personal opinion. Whether it was trap or dubstep, I obviously see it more in trap and things like that because Metro Boomin, Zaytoven, TM88, all those guys are using it, and you know, people all look up to them, so of course they're gonna want to get the same VSTs they're using. This isn't the only VST they use. They use a broad selection of VSTs, but I won't get into that. This is just one of those where it has a lot of really dope sounds. Of course, you know, I've made 2 preset banks with this because it was just so dope to me, and it will always be one of those things where I use a lot because it's just insane. Like, most of the sounds that came in here were pretty much already ready to use, kind of like Nexus, but the fact that you were actually able to edit them, you know, gave it that extra thing to it, you know. And you get a lot of sounds. I bought a lot of the sounds though, so of course, you know, I got all that with them. But there you guys have it. This is my top 5 VST plugin list, and I'm sure most of you can agree on that. Keep in mind, it's not the best, it's the top 5 most popular. I already did what my opinion was on the top 5 best VST plugins. You can go check that out on my channel. But yeah, so if you guys learned anything here maybe, or maybe you didn't know about these VSTs, now you can go check them out, use them for yourself, and be sure to get my free drum kits at thebeatbuffs.com. Right here, you can also check out these sound banks that I've made for Electra X, Sylenth1, Omnisphere, Massive, Serum, Citrus, which is a free one, and I think I made one for something else. I can't quite remember. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a great day. God bless.